Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RLBot Championship 2020. My name is East Village and I'm here with Impossible. Say hi.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your pal Impossible here, ready for some tournament action.
Yep, in this tournament we're going to find some new bot champions. We're going to find both a new 1v1 champion and a 2v2 champion. So hold tight, this is going to be some exciting matches. I bet it's going to be
sure
very
is.
close.
And we have some very, very good bots entered in this tournament. Even right off the bat, the first group alone is pretty scary, to be quite honest.
Yep.
First group, what do we have here? We have, if I can remember, Double Trouble and Anarchists, and Beehive is group one. And the way this goes, they'll all be playing each other, and the one with the most wins will move out of group stages into next week's tournament.
Yep, and next week it will then be an elimination stage, where once you lose, you're out. Luckily though it is best of 3, but we'll talk more about that when we get to the elimination stage.
Yeah, save that confusing stuff for later.
Yeah,
we have more important things to do.
Yeah, today we're just going to watch some 2v2 groups, and the way we're going to do this is we're starting with round 1, so that's the first column, and we'll go all the way down. And then we take column 2, and then we take column 3. And then we know who's going to proceed to the next round, or the next stage.
So essentially only one team can move on out of the group stages per group.
Yep.
So between Double Trouble, Anarchist, and Beehive, only one of them is going to move on to the elimination stage. So if your team with a strong bot, you might against a strong bot, you might be in trouble. We'll see how it goes.
It's definitely going to be tough and very rough, but let's hope everybody gets to show off what they can, and yeah, let's get started. Honestly,
they're going to get in, multiple games no matter what. So they have a chance to strut their stuff. Whether they do it or not is up to them.
Yep. But let's not wait around anymore. The first match is Double Trouble versus Anarchists. And let's see how that goes.
It'll be fun, I'm sure. Double Trouble is 2 of my bots, Diablo and St. Peter. And Anarchist is just 2 times Anarchy, I believe, which is the off-topic bot, which is made by everyone ever, essentially.
Yeah, I think it has 14 different developers at this point. But
oh, that is a quick goal right off the bat. St. Peter just got a kickoff right on target, and Anarchy was not ready for it. And that might just keep happening if they're not hitting kickoff. Yeah, they're not getting there in time.
Yeah, so Anarchy is the spot where everybody can contribute, which and also their commits are accepted immediately, which means it's a bit of chaos, just like the name suggests. And some tournaments it's doing really great, but this tournament it's not a good start. Let's say it that way.
Start yet, that's for sure. I mean, they're losing kickoffs pretty hard. They luck out. I mean, that's the only way St. Peter is really going to score is off kickoff. But things are looking grim right off the bat. What is the mercy rule? Just out of curiosity here.
I believe it's 6 goals.
Okay. Well, Double Trouble hasn't scored on kickoff again yet, but this is looking dangerous here. I'm not sure what Anarchy team was doing there. It seemed like they could have had enough time to get back if that's what their goal was. They also seem to be at 1% and 2%. I don't. Is that how it is during the match?
I have no idea. Anarchy is such a wonky bot sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's not really working properly. Yeah, it's at like 0% most of the time, ticking up to 1.7. It moves somewhat sometimes. I'm not really sure what's going on with that.
For anybody wondering, the mercy rule that we mentioned is basically if one team gets ahead by 6 points, they automatically win. And that's because bots don't really adapt to each other, so if one team is just stronger, then it's most likely the strongest team and will win. And Team Double Trouble is just 1 goal away from Mercy right now, or from
So it's not
Mercying.
taking much. Anarchy is having some sort of issue. Like, they get up to like 15-20% maybe, and then they spike down again. There's some kind of technical difficulty on their end. I'm not sure what the problem is, quite honestly. But Diablo can't quite put it in goal, so it's buying them some time to get their stuff together. Anarchy touched the ball, so that's improvement for sure. Let's see if Diablo can score on an open net or if he's just going to keep bungling it. There he goes.
That's the end. But yeah,
That is...
Anarchy did get a slight victory, touching the ball. Let's go.
Anarchy touched the ball, so we can give him kudos for that. A little consolation prize in the participation award, at any rate. So this one is in the books, 6-0 for Team Double Trouble. And hopefully Team Anarchy magically works next time. There was definitely some weird stuff going on. I don't know what else to say other than that. They obviously were not in fighting shape. Something was not quite right on their end.
Yeah. And as I said, some tournaments it's great, some tournaments it's not, because yeah, it is a chaos spot.
It is chaos. That is 100% true. I mean, anyone can contribute to it, and a whole bunch of weird things get into there. Half of the time, it's just rendering as opposed to actually doing anything, just making anime statues and all sorts of silly things. So it's a fun bot. It's not very competitively focused. It's more like, let's just use a bot as a means to do silly things, I think.
Yeah. But hey, he had a go.
That's right. And he'll get another chance. Unfortunately for Team Anarchy, that'll be against Beehive. But that is the last match for this group. The next match is Beehive versus Double Trouble. And I have a feeling Beehive...
I'm gonna stop you now. It's Team Bribble versus Lenthiko. We're going column by column.
Oh, we're going down. We're going down. That is my apologies. So we've done the first round 1 of Group 1. Now we're doing round 1 of Group 2. Yes. So I was totally wrong about everything, and just ignore me.
Yeah, next up we have Team Bribble versus Lenthiko. So that's 2 Bribble bots versus Manticore and Lanfear.
What can we expect from Manticore and Lanfear? Do they have any special team strategy? Because they were in Ultimate Battle League together. I couldn't think of the name of that one.
They were both developed during that, and they both also started out as Gosling bots, but that changed over time. Now Lanfear is a Hive Mind bot, and then Manticore is a Beast Utilities bot. But Lanfear takes the first goal here.
Right off the bat. I think actually Lanfear was always a Hive Mind bot. Right off the bat, it just added that in with Gosling Utilities. I'm not 100% on that, but I feel like that was a thing.
That might be true, actually. But yeah, they are 2 bots both developed in this period and about the same strength. On the other hand, we have
another shot. That was close.
That was very close. Bribble bots, on the other hand, was developed by Lolapke, and I've noticed a very cool thing about that team. Well, also they're good at scoring goals, first of all, but their strategy is that one of them will dribble, and then, meanwhile, the other one will go for demos.
Yeah, it's actually... I wish more dribble bots did this, because a lot of dribble bots, they'll just try to dribble the ball, and if 2 bots try to occupy the same space, neither of them actually accomplish anything. With Dribblebot was smart. He's like, okay, if the other guy's on it, I'm just going to go for demos.
Ooh.
And it's working out. It does surprisingly well, especially in a 2v2 scenario. It may not work as well in 3s, but in 2v2, you can treat it a lot more like 1s. And look at that flick. That was very nicely placed.
Yeah, so together they really make a very scary combo.
And it has very fast kickoffs that put it in a really good position right off the bat. Manticore is up in the air. We have not seen him go for aerials like much at all, quite honestly. That was surprising to see. Dribbled the ball in his hood.
And it's a very
He's got
stable
boost.
dribble. Like
He dropped it. I thought his buddy was going to pick it up right off of him. It looked like he had it all set up. Lanfear clears it, gets them some breathing room, which they really needed. Let's see if Lanfear... It's almost on target. Manticore, can you clean it up? He tried. It was awfully close. It was a hard angle to push in.
I see Chad is a bit worried about the frames, but I can guarantee that it should be 120. And,
yeah, this is double check just to be sure it doesn't hurt.
The percentages might be wrong because Darkseal told me to use 240 on
they're
the
going to max out at like 50%, I believe. If you have them sending as 240, I could be wrong about that though. If you can see on top right, his FPS is showing is 120, so it was not missing frames.
Yeah, and as I said, Darkseal told me to put the packet sending rate to a bit higher. I'm not sure why. He said he made it more consistent. Anyway, let's focus on the match.
Yeah, let's focus on that. We can talk semantics after. Nice demo by Dribble there. He was doing a backwards dribble, didn't quite work out. Let's see if we can get it centered. Oh, that was almost another demo.
Oh,
cleared downfield by Manticore.
He makes a breakaway and he does get demoed, but the shot was on target and
he's like, I'm just going to get in your way, and then you can't get to the ball, and then I don't have to worry about it. It was all calculated. Yeah, and Bribble just couldn't get there in time. That's just all there was to it. So we have a close game here, just about the halfway mark, and it is tied 2-2. Bribble with a very good kickoff again. It doesn't seem like... I mean, I forgot the name of this team. I'm so horrible.
Team Bribble or Lenthiko?
Lenthiko, that was it. It's such a weird name. I knew it was a combination of both bot names, but I was like, what kind of weird way did they combine it? But yeah, we got a goal by Lanfear there. A little help from Dribblebot. You know, it's pretty common for bots to own goal while trying to make a save because they don't realize the ball's between them and where they want to be. It's something you have to actively check for, and a lot of people just never get around for it. I get around to it. Shot by Manticore, pretty wide. Let's see if he can clean it up here.
Dribblebot is dribbling fast back to the orange goal. Manticore,
flip. Got a save by Manticore. Let's see if Lanfear can push this forward. Uh-oh. This is an open goal. Let's see if they can throw it in there. Bad flick. If Bribble just dribbled that in and didn't flick, he'd have had it, but he flicked it. But I can't blame him. When you got the flick lined up, you just really want to do it. And it seems like Bribble's having a hard time getting the ball position where he'd want. We got another clear by Lanfear. It just ended up right on Bribble's head again.
Yeah, Dribblebot is really putting on some pressure here. And
yeah, it is constant pressure.
Constantly in the orange field. Yet orange is actually ahead, so...
Yeah, they're clearing it out here and again, and Bribble's is having a hard time, you know, finishing shots. He gets it there, but he can't quite put it in. Manticore aggressing, but he has 0 boost. I think he's going to head back. Lanfear, what you going to do? He got confused and kind of went around the ball.
That's what they do. Oh, flick is not a target.
See if Lanfear can shove it out. Now he's got an open shot opportunity. Dribble might help him. Almost. Bribble tried to help him there. Let's see if Bribble can clear it out or if he's going to get some pressure on him. Lanfear tee shots it off of Bribble. But Bribble still has it. It seems like you know, Orange team is happy to smack the ball once and then back up. Meanwhile, Bribble's just like, I'm just going to stay in the ball. That's all. That's what I do.
Yeah, exactly. And as soon as the blue team gets possession, then the other blue bot will try to demo. So
and that could very much be why Orange is having a hard time, you know, pressuring.
Yeah,
one of them is dead half the time.
They are basically dead half the time. But then Dribblebot misses and then they push up back.
Opportunity, but he clears it again. If you know, he'd have just had to been patient on that. But bots aren't known for being patient either. Let's see if he can do anything. He can hold it up for as long as he wants, essentially.
Dribble has to dribble all the way now. It's 0 seconds.
Time.
Oh,
can you do it, Dribble?
Magical dice. No, he lost it.
He had no boost. I think he'd have done it if he had boost. He just ran out and he lost it trying to juke the last defender. But that was a valiant effort by Team Dribble. And Lenthiko pulls ahead, getting their first win in this group stage. So congrats to them. And let's see who is the next match we're looking at here. Next match ought to be a nice one. It is Team RLBot versus Team Freeze. And well, everyone knows RLBot, hopefully. It's a pretty old bot. Old but good, you know, a classic. I don't know. I don't want to call it old like it's outdated or something. It's not. It's just, you know, it's been around, been developed for quite a long while. And Team Freeze, is that the new bot?
Yes, that's Parsifal's new bot called Freeze Fast.
Oh, Freeze Fast. Okay, I had a feeling. I want to say that it was Cryo, but then I knew it wasn't. But like the name made me think Cryo. I couldn't help it.
Cryo is on the Twice Force a bit later in the tournament.
So this is going to be a tournament. First time seeing something weird's going on.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like there's way too many bots over there. That's okay. Technical difficulties. We'll have it cleared up in just a moment, I'm sure. But Team Freeze, I'm really looking forward to seeing, you know, what they can do. Because, you know, we've never seen Fast Freeze before. It's a Parsifal bot. Parsifal makes great bots. Apparently, he just, you know, it's tradition. He just makes a bot once a year or something. He's like, all right, you know, I got 5 minutes until the tournament entry stops. I'll just make a bot real quick. And it ends up being like a tier A bot or something, you know. Imagine if he actually put a decent amount of time into it. We'd all be in trouble.
We're just going to take a small break while I fix the percentages. And then we'll continue. But stay around because it should only be a few minutes.
Yep, be right back, guys.
Hello everyone, we're back. Hopefully the problem should be fixed now and we can jump into the next match. So that will be RLBot versus Team Freeze.
I'm gonna need you to restart the stream on Discord, by the way.
Yes, we'll just do that. Okay, but let's get started.
Yep, let's do it. And like I was saying before, this should be a great match. Like I said, RLBot, a known solid bot. Fast Freeze, the new bot from Parsifal. Like I said, I don't know how much time he's put into it, but his bots just tend to be good, like, period. So I don't know what he really focused on this time around.
From what I know, he focused on speed flips.
I did see that. He had a GIF where he was just speed flipping everywhere. But he tends to focus on one thing with every bot. So, you know, Garbage Bot was a dribbler. Journey was just, you know, jump shot taker. And this one, I guess, just goes fast. I guess that's the plan for here.
Yeah. Now he is up against RLBot, one of our oldest bots, and it's made by Terhard. It's also one of the bots that it can do everything. It can play every game mode, which is quite interesting.
It's quite versatile. You might want to throw up your percentages just so everyone can feel relieved that things are as they should be. Or not.
Or not. Maybe my computer is just dying, but hey.
But not much is happening yet. There's a whole lot of playing around in midfield, playing in corners. Nobody seems to be able to get a definitive advantage here so far. Fast Freeze is making things a little dangerous there.
Oh yeah, a bit too dangerous.
You can't just line RLBot up open for a shot like that because there's not many ways he's going to miss it. And you know, he's a seasoned veteran. He could do just about anything, really. It looks like both of the Fast Freeze are going for kickoffs, so maybe the bot doesn't have team play enabled yet, which could be a problem in 2v2 for sure, because RLBot definitely has team play.
You know, double the commit, double the strength on the kickoff. Luckily, you don't leave anyone back.
If you get it right, it's a valid strategy, especially for bots, especially if they can communicate with each other. But these ones do not seem to be capable of that as of yet. Oh, a little whiffsy there. Hopefully one of them can get a touch on it. It's dangerous. Nice clear. Nice strong clear there.
Yeah, Fast Freeze got it now. Let's see if they can put on some pressure. They do miss it.
He seems to be flipping past the ball, and he might be confused as to which goal is his. Possibly. I mean, I would be kind of surprised if it wasn't capable of knowing which goal was his own, but he does seem to be hitting it towards his own goal a whole lot. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. Hopefully get some kickoff wins here, make things a little bit competitive. That's on target.
He does seem to be very fast on kickoffs.
He's a very fast bot. If he has one thing going for it, it's that. He's got those speed flips down. He's got a nice strong kickoff win there. So there's hope yet. He's not out of this as of yet. There's still a chance. Let's see if he can keep getting those kickoff wins. Well, that was a weird kickoff from the one on the right. And, yep, RLBot cleans it up. One of them just kind of flopped around on kickoff. I'm not sure what happened there. But one thing with kickoffs is they tend to be one of the things people micromanage the most. And if percentages are not what people are used to during testing, it could really throw off somebody's kickoff. So that's a potential for what might be happening here.
Yeah, if you do plan some very specific kickoff, or just in general a maneuver that requires high precision, then the tournament environment can be a bit mean to it.
Well, we do know Fast Freeze is doing speed flips. That is his thing, and if it's not quite, and that requires a lot of micromanagement and doing things, perfectly the way you want it to happen. So if it's not working out quite right, that could be causing some of the issues we're seeing, potentially. Do we have a ceiling shot?
That would be impressive. Yeah.
Wow, that was a good setup for a ceiling shot there. If he had that functionality, that would have been quite something.
Oh, RLBot almost had that one on target.
It was close. It was lined up pretty good. Fast Freeze is having a lot of boost trouble. I don't know if he's set up to actually go after boost yet. Good block.
I think the idea is that if you just do speed flips, then you don't need as much boost.
That's true. I mean, if it is possible to be really speedy without boost, I mean, that's for sure. But then it leaves aerials out of the question, unfortunately, which is something RLBot can definitely do.
Also leave boost for the enemy. Now RLBot, yeah, RLBot can do aerials. There we have a beautiful example. And the aim is also just on point.
With Freeze having issues, you just need to get it on target, I think. It doesn't take all that much more than that. Decently strong kickoff. RLBot clears it away. He's got an open goal opportunity. Nope, Freeze actually touched it. I thought he was going to keep going backwards. I'm noticing RLBot's doing a lot of feathering the handbrake in weird situations where I wouldn't think he'd want to do that.
My bot does that too, so it's not uncommon. It's when they're trying to hit just the right speed.
And it's like, it's a little bit too far at an angle, yeah. I mean, a lot of bots also do it like on land to help to smooth out the landing. RLBot being a little physical. RLBot is the brother of Adversity Bot, which is a very physical bot. They use the same utilities, to my understanding, so it's not surprising at all to see RLBot, rubbing a little paint off the other car. And this is looking rather dire for Team Fast Freeze here. It seems like it's leaving one on defense and one on offense, but the one on offense just keeps backpassing a lot.
Well, it's better to backpass than to pass it to RLBot.
You would think. Unfortunately, he ends up teeing it up right in front of his goal a fair bit, which is something RLBot's going to take advantage of. Oh, it's on target.
That was a good catch there.
Yeah, it was a good little setup. Is he going to stop this one here?
Ooh,
He goes around it a few times. Luckily, it wasn't on target. He centered it again. Luckily, we ran out of time, so that wasn't taken advantage of. And Team RLBot takes the win pretty dominantly. And not much to be said about that. I think Fast Freeze is a brand new bot, and I don't think Parzival had as much time as he would have liked to work on it. So it is what it is. He just hasn't had enough time cooking in the oven yet. I'm sure he'll come back stronger later on in tournaments.
And yeah, and that's the thing. He was playing against one of the veterans, so
that's true. RLBot is no slouch.
For a new bot, he actually did quite well.
Yeah, all things considered, definitely. I think I just had very high standards because it's a Parzival bot, because I know he makes really good bots. But I don't think he's had enough time to get this one as tuned and fine-tuned as he would normally like. But moving on, we're moving on to Group 4, Round 1, and this is going to be Eat Your Vegetables versus Team Imposter. Team Imposter being 2 ML bots, which is our two only functioning ML bots, which ought to be fun. One is Levy, and the other one is TensorBot. And TensorBot was modeled off of Diablo, and Levy is modeled off of Rashbot, I believe.
Yeah.
And going against Eat Your Vegetables, which are 2 broccoli bots, which is a somewhat newish bot, but actually, I think the maker has another one in the tournament as well.
BroccoliBot was also made for Ultimate Battle League. But Ultimate Battle League was a 3v3 tournament, and this is a 2v2 tournament.
And he just barely didn't make it into the league part of that. It was really close. He just happened to get edged out by Camiel, I think, which is bad luck on his part.
Yeah, but that's just how it goes. Now let's see if he can do better in this 2v2 tournament.
I think he has a good chance. I'd be rather surprised if Team Imposter could take the win, but I'd be happily surprised.
Yeah, that would be a big win for machine learning in general.
Yeah, and just in general, machine learning bots have not performed overly well, and these bots were never trained as a team. They're both 1v1 bots that just happen to be on a team together currently. So BroccoliBot taking an early lead. Hopefully, they'll be able to at least get some consolation goals or something. I'd be happy if they just get a couple of goals, if I'm being honest. But you don't know. Anything could happen. Looks like Levy may not have wide kickoffs figured out quite yet. Let's see if they can clear it out a little bit.
Yeah, unlike the teams we just seen, for instance, Fast Freeze and Bribble, they don't have a hard-coded kickoff that's designed for speed. They were trained to do this kickoff, so that might still be a bit rough around the edges.
But TensorBot was trained on, like I said, Diablo, and he's really good at just sitting behind the ball and slowly pushing it towards the goal. And sometimes, if you can do that right, that's all you really need.
Oh, Broccoli is going for aerials here.
Oh, he ran out of boost. He was lined up. See if they Levy and TensorBot could work together here. Get it moving downfield a little bit. Looks like Broccoli's almost had it centered there. See if he can push it back. Good hit by TensorBot. He's pushing it forward. Oh, good clear by BroccoliBot all the way down to the orange half. Right in front of the goal. Hopefully TensorBot can get a clear on this. Somebody should touch it, hopefully.
BroccoliBot is staying back, it seems. And,
yeah, he doesn't seem too motivated to attack, which might hurt him. Oh, that was close.
Ooh, I thought he does strike when the time is right.
TensorBot's moving it upfield a lot. He seems to be pushing it upfield, which is about what you'd expect from him. Almost. Oh, is that it? Eventually, with a little help. I thought BroccoliBot was going to get that.
That was rolling on the goal line. It might as well have been saved by
right there, he almost landed on it, and then he almost backflipped into it. He just barely missed it both times to make, you know, very pretty goals. And then, you know, he just got a little nudge help from Team Orange there. Another aerial he didn't quite have the boost for. He'll probably pick it up in the corner here and take off. And that he does.
Oh, a little backwards shot. He does miss it though, but
Team Imposter, unfortunately, are fighting over the ball a little bit here. It could be on target.
oh, that's so close. The net is open. Go, Tetzer.
Oh,
Levi, no.
Close. He couldn't quite figure it out. He's like, I should be hitting the ball, but I'm not. I'm just going to stay here.
Oh, what a shame. It was so close.
It was so close. He was lined up. He just couldn't quite figure out the angle there. That's all right.
Oh, Broccoli with another aerial.
The thing with these ML bots, you never know. Next time they could train for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden they're grand champion level. Who knows? One could hope. That's a little, you know, optimistic on my end, but you never know. Got a center by RLBot, another aerial. Slight miss. He seems to have trouble making connection with those aerials. He gets it close. This is a little dangerous. Cleared away off of Levy.
Somebody said the other day, it's better to go for too many aerials and then have just a few that's amazing, because that's the only aerials that people will remember. They'll remember the good ones.
Yeah, and people forget, you know, after a while, they forget that you went for 1,000 aerials, but those highlights, they last forever, man. That's all you need. You can just have the GIF that immortalizes that one awesome play you made that one time.
RLBot wins another kickoff.
He definitely has the kickoff advantage. See if Levy can push it downfield. He's in a good position. He's doing his little wiggle dance. Didn't work out for him. Let's see what TensorBot can do. He's pushing it there. He went under it. It was close. Oh, Levy wants TensorBot in the goal. He kind of smacks him in there. This is looking dangerous. Let's see if Broccoli can aerial for it. And he does. I don't know if that was technically an aerial or a double jump.
Will he?
There's a launch. Yeah, it was just a double
There's
jump.
no boosts, so I don't. I don't know what the difference is when we're talking about that height and no boost. Oh, what was that?
God. There's a miss. Levy, this is your chance. Retain yourself. You got this.
What just happened? That was synchronous miss by RLBot.
It's a comeback, and you know, in action, it's happening. It's going to happen. ML bots are going to take over. You guys will just watch. It was good to see them at least get something going on. All right, let's see what happens. Another kickoff win for Orange. Short-lived. It seems to be. Oh, a wall hit from Levy. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see if anyone can get around it. No, cleared out by RLBot. In the orange corner. Let's see if TensorBot can move this out. Levy missed.
Oh, RLBot is bumping around.
Oh, look at that. Juked.
The machine learning team takes another goal. Even though RLBot was bumping her all around. TensorBot managed to get it around
RLBot. One thing I can tell you is super annoying about Diablo is you think you have an easy clear, and all of a sudden he'll just bump it just slightly out of your turning radius. And you know, of course, TensorBot being trained from Diablo, I'm gonna take credit for that one.
Oh, nice.
I had to throw that in there. Oh, that was close. TensorBot just barely missed a goal there. Let's see if Levy seems to be dribbling towards his own net. A little worrisome there. He has full boost.
He's trying to turn around. Oh yeah, Levi never boosts. That's one of his things. He never learned to do that.
Oh, that's slightly off target, but it's pretty close. Is he going to put it in? He does.
No
Clean
sweat.
shot on goal. Another one for Team Eat Your Vegetables, which is RLBot, by the way. And yeah, just a clean jump shot right in there. Not much you could do about it. It was pretty open.
Yeah, and as soon as the ball is in the air, it's really only Broccoli who can touch it. What was that kickoff? That was a pinch. That was the double commit that I mentioned. Double the commit, double the power. Look at that. Boom.
That was a great pinch kickoff, right down the middle with lots of power on it. And you're right. The only one who's going to get any verticality really is Levy, and that's only if it's on a wall. It will go on walls after things, I think. I've seen it hit the thing on the wall. In
yeah,
this game,
slightly maybe.
But it will not go after jump shots or anything of the sort. Let's see if Levy can clear that. TensorBot just like jumped 30 feet in the air for some reason. There's another mini wall hit by Levy. Levy, get under it. Oh, and that's it. So you know, Team Imposter has got a couple of consolation goals at least. You know, I thought it was going to be a blowout, but they got two, and they earned at least one of them. So that's good. ML bots, you know, still have a ways to go, but they're doing better than they have been in the past. That's for sure.
Yeah, I remember back in, I think it's 2 years ago now, where I joined the community. The tournament around that time, there was a machine learning bracket, and all the machine learning bots were just flopping around randomly. So looking at it now, they have really come far, and they have really been making nice progress. And yeah, it's nice to see them now participating in tournaments with something that actually looks like a proper bot.
For sure, for sure. All right, so next match, we're moving on to Rocket Noodles and Scratch That, which are Rocket Noodles I don't think we've ever seen before. We see that, yeah, that's just the bot name is Rocket Noodles. And I don't think we've ever seen that in a tournament before. And the other team is Scratch That, which is Omnom and Gibbous.
Yes, two Scratch bots. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to mute this Python process because otherwise we're going to die.
Yeah, that is very true. For some reason, yeah, both Anarchy and Gibbous love including rather annoying noises in their bots. Which they make sure they enter into tournaments so everyone can hear them. Luckily, East is on the ball today. Make sure to mute them and save your ears. But this ought to be interesting because I'll be honest, I have no clue who's going to win this. I don't think Scratch That has any team code that I'm aware of.
No, I don't think so.
And Rocket Noodles, I've literally never seen them.
Yeah, Rocket Noodles is a new bot. It's made by a team called Serpentine, an AI association from Eindhoven University in Netherlands. So that's going to be exciting because that's a proper, collaboration by a proper team.
That's not focused on memeing. So it might be really good. We have no idea. You guys might be witnessing the future of RLBot right here. I guess we'll just have to watch and find out.
I know Serpentine has high hopes about the bots, and they aim to actually put a lot of effort into it and make something. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, we didn't wait for the Scratch bots.
The Scratch bots, yeah, they just need a few seconds to start up.
If you hear this, Gibbous is working.
Do you hear that?
Enjoy.
I did not mute the right thing.
Uh-oh.
But then what is
Scratch bots, for whatever reason, always take about 30 seconds to a minute to start up. And we always forget. You always have to forget once for every tournament at least. It's tradition at this point.
I don't have any Python processes. Interesting. Which one is it then?
Uh-oh. Pick a tiger by the toe. Just guess it. No, it's a joke. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, whoops. I muted Impossible. Nope.
Oh, no.
Let's see if it works. And if Gibbous says one thing, I'm going to pause again.
Alright, well, they seem to be working at the very least, and nothing was lost.
And no one is shouting or anything, so Gibbous is indeed muted.
Thank goodness. Let's see if they can manage to move the ball downfield. One of the few things I know about Gibbous is that it is focused on randomly everything. Everything about Gibbous, as far as I understand, is all just RNG. It's
somehow
timings, distances, everything is just RNG related. Because as far as I understand, he thinks that's exactly how machine learning works. but I didn't want to, you know, argue with him about it.
Well,
But,
he's slightly right. Omnam takes the first goal here.
If you're going for an evolution-based approach, that's definitely a start.
And a great pass from Gibbous here.
Yeah, that was a good goal for Omnam. He was just there to clean it up. Rocket Noodles wasn't ready for it. A double kickoff powers it through Rocket Noodles into the backfield, leaving that boost open. Nobody wanted to grab it.
Gibbous got it now.
Getting really close.
Going backwards, can't use it. As far as I know, Rocket Noodles is currently a Gosling bot, but they want to replace all of the Gosling parts with their own at some point.
That is an own goal from Omnam. I assume he was trying to get behind it, just didn't give it enough room. That is unfortunate. But it
Good
happens.
try though, good try.
Yeah, it's a part of RLBot, you know, it's gonna happen. Let's see if they can make it up.
We have all the creators of Rocket Noodles in chat saying, "Go Rocket Noodles," and yeah. I'm sure. Oh!
what an interesting turn of events there.
What just happened?
Omnam just redeemed himself by saving that own goal attempt from Gibbous.
And then Rocket Noodles clears it afterwards. Oh no, Rocket Noodles misses another shot.
Not again. Oh, he cleared it again. Thank you, Rocket Noodles, making this quite interesting, actually.
Oh man, how many times have we been on the orange goal line in just the last minute?
Yeah, it's been it's been unreal, really. Let's see if they can push it towards blue. Gibbous got close. Gibbous seems to have trouble understanding if he's, you know, going to hit the ball if he drives to the 2D location of it. He tends to go right underneath it quite often. It's a back pass by Rocket Noodles. Can he clear it out?
Oh, that's a great clear there.
Yeah, there's a lot of power on that, going all the way down to the orange goal line. Cleared off a bank shot by Gibbous. See if Rocket Noodles is going to turn around on this or what. Omnam takes over. You can just punt that in, Omnam. You can do it. Oh, he whiffed.
Oh, so close, but it's on the goal line. Gibbous makes it.
Cleans it up. Good job, Gibbous. I thought that was going to be a bot dish, but no, he put that in with authority right there. Nice shot. Nice little cleanup shot there. All right.
We are about halfway now.
Yeah, halfway in. Scratch That is in the lead. Let's see if Rocket Noodles has anything to say about it. It is in the orange side. Nobody pressuring right now. Gibbous is making things really dangerous.
A bit too dangerous.
Yep. Gibbous is a fan of the pass back. That's all I can really say about that. And you have to really trust your back man if you're going to do that. And Omnam was not ready for it. Let's just put it that way. So I think no sooner said, things are tied up.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it before, but Gibbous might not have any team code, and that's why he thinks he can go back and be safe there. And it looks like a back pass.
Yeah, really, I'm just like adding things that aren't really true.
Yeah,
we
don't know.
If I saw a player doing that, I'd say it's a back pass if I wanted to be nice. I'm trying to extend the same courtesy to bots. And Orange has pushed it into the blue corner again. They seem to actually get a decent amount of pressure. That's dangerous.
Ooh. Rocket Noodles was trying to catch it there, but on the wrong side.
He almost got it. If he got around it, if he turned a little bit more, he could have edged it backwards. But yeah, unfortunately. There has been a lot of own goaling and own goal attempts this match.
Gibbous is actually really carrying his weight this time. He has had some bad tournaments in the past, but this seems to be
He's putting things in a dangerous spot, and sometimes things just work out for him.
Yeah.
That's a good setup. Omnam, you going to do something? He tried. He thought about it. He flipped real hard. Gibbous, kind of a tactical whiff. He knew it was going to end up on the goal line, and that is a shot in by Omnam. The pass from Gibbous off the wall, or it was a whiff, my bad. And Rocket Noodles accidental clear towards his own net there. He thought his buddy was in net to clear it. It was yet another tactical back pass. Double kickoff is not paying off for Scratch that this time around. Let's see if Rocket Noodles can press the advantage here. Maybe get a little bit of pressure going.
It's a good setup.
Not much pressure going.
It's rolling. It's in. I believe that was a butt dish, in fact.
That was definitely a butt dish.
And for the unaware, butt dish is something we have in the community where the ball rolls up the side wall and then just jumps in because the butts are unable to catch it. It happens so often that we gave it a name.
Going up the wall is essentially where it comes from, and it just slowly rolls in.
Yeah, inspired by the Doomsday dish.
Yeah, it's the bot version of the Doomsday dish, the one that requires no skill. But you know, it works out. You know, if you're a bot, you take any goal you could get. If you're a player, you should take any goal you could get. So no complaints. And that was a good shot by Rocket Noodles, getting a little bit of help from Omnom, I think that was.
And another own goal by Team Orange. I think Orange has scored most of the goals.
Well, I know Rocket Noodles scored at least one on his own net. But yeah, I would say Orange has probably scored most of the goals, one way or the other. It's good, you know, harassment of the goalie there by Omnom.
But it's still tied, so
yeah, it's still a really close match.
It can be anybody's game, and we might even go to overtime. There's only 20 seconds left.
See if Omnom can clear it. Good clear to the side. Nobody's there to pick it up. See if he can keep pushing it. It might be set up for another bot dish, maybe. See if Gibbous can smack it in. And he misjudged the height of it again. Gonna have to readjust those random numbers again.
Oh, we got another fun fact in chat about Rocket Noodles. Apparently this version has no perception of height.
Oh.
So
that is unfortunate. That could make things really confusing.
It plays in 2D, essentially.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh, there's an open net. He makes a shot. No, it's the post. It hits the post.
Was so close. He almost had it. He had a chance there. Let's see if Orange could clear this out. I don't think Gibbous has any idea what the height of the ball is either, honestly. He keeps...
no, I think Gibbous has some aerialing or jumping in there somewhere. Which sounds crazy because it's a Scratch, but like what madman would make aerials in Scratch? Oh my god, what a save by Rocket Noodles.
They got a chance. Oh, cleared out the way by Gibbous, brought to the orange corner. Let's see if they can push it out here. Or if Rocket Noodles is going to push it back downfield. Looks like it's going to be hit from Omnom. Oh, he faked it.
Oh,
Rocket Noodles had a good chance. He faked it too. There's a lot of faking going on. It looks like it might get centered here. Very slowly.
Ooh, no. We saw an example of Rocket Noodles thinking in 2D. He just drove under the ball.
There was a lot of dangerousness going on there. And Rocket Noodles lucked out. Nothing went in their net. Let's see if Omnom can clear it here. Popped it over one.
Oh, a fake shot, yeah.
A tactical whiff. He's passing it to Gibbous, I think, but Gibbous was back getting boost. And it's in the corner. And this is kind of dangerous, actually.
Oh, that's a shot.
Super
Noodles,
slow,
oh yeah.
target. Rocket Noodles with a good flick to get that out of there. Let's see if he can push it downfield. It might be centered. Yeah, Gibbous couldn't quite get it. Let's see if he can push it in. Gibbous almost hit that in.
A mirror clear, yeah.
It was, yeah, but at this point, we're going to say that it was calculated because it worked out. Let's see if Gibbous can push that on target. No, not quite. Maybe Rocket Noodles get a good clear here. Maybe a little confused.
A little bump here. I'm not setting up the butt dish. Is it rolling in? Gibbous touches it. It's still in on the line. Oh, it goes in.
Almost had that. He was so close.
Unbelievable.
If he just flipped it, I think he'd have had it. I don't know if Omnos actually touched it, but yeah, Rocket Noodles was so close. That was such a close match. I was not expecting things to be that close, but it was.
And it got quite intense in the end, with a lot of back and forth.
It was much more exciting in some ways than you might have thought from the level of play. It just turned out so interesting. I don't know. It's like, even though these the bots were not quite performing the highest tier of Rocket League, it was still actually really fun to watch. I enjoyed that. Yeah,
good match indeed.
It's funny how if you get two teams or two bots that are really evenly matched, even if it's whatever skill level, it's just still fun to watch. It's still just watching the back and forth offers a lot of entertainment value there. Enough about Group 5 Round 1.
Yeah, we have a lot of matches we need to do.
And now we are doing Molten Mayhem versus Verx EB. And Verx EB is the Verx bot, essentially, just two of them. And Molten Mayhem are two new bots that I've never seen before. Molten.
They are by the same creator as BroccoliBot.
Oh, so this
that is Elbel, his new bot.
Well, BroccoliBot is a very good bot, and I'm assuming he's learned something since then. So this might be a very interesting match indeed. Because, like I said, Broccoli's a very good bot. I'm looking forward to seeing what Molten does here. And Verx, of course, he's maker of Verx RLU, the utilities. And, he has some good stuff there as well. So it should be a tough match for Molten in his first chance here.
Yeah.
He missed a double jump.
I'm excited to see. Ooh, that was already a really good shot by Molten here. Putting on pressure from...
worked out.
Already from the first 10 seconds, we're already seeing some great shots from Molten.
I'm wondering if Molten was trying for a dribble there. Wall hit from Verx. Good clear by Molten there. Nice shot from Verx. I think it's actually on target, but it should be cleared. And it was. Good strong clear by Molten there. He seems to play very slow and controlled.
He is out of boost. I wonder how that affects things. Because some bots are much lower than they don't have boost.
It's very true, especially if they end up like resetting which shot they're going for over and over again, losing all their momentum, stuff like that. He doesn't seem to be going for boost very much at all.
Some nice ballad. Another one. And Verx is just giving him time.
Yeah, but Molten, he was having trouble making contact there, but he got there eventually. He made it happen. Verx has a little bit of speed in him. He knows how to flip for speed, do some dashes to get him going. That's always nice to see. Being able to be fast without the boost is a huge advantage.
Oh, that was also a wave dash. Not super needed in that moment, but now we know that Molten is able to do it. Now,
and let's see if Verx can actually apply some pressure here. He seems to be pretty passive so far.
He tried, and it looks like he's turning around now.
Yeah, he seemed to give up on the offensive like halfway across the field. It's like, okay, you get out of the ball now. Good strong clear. The other Molten's back for it.
Nice, nice catch then, yeah.
Let's see if he can move it on downfield. It's nice to see some dribble action. We haven't been... Only real dribbling we've been seeing today was from DribbleBot. I'd like to see some more of that. It's always fun to watch a good DribbleBot. Oh, aerial.
Very long and fast aerial by Verx EB there. Came almost from the other half.
Danger. Good putting that in the corner from Verx. Bought him some time. That's on target, I think, but saved. Molten finally has some boost. Let's see what he can do with it.
And Molten gets a demo.
It's a center. Let's see what Verx does with it.
Oh, he tries to clear, but Molten is there. Blocks the clear and scores.
That was a good dunk by Molten there. Verx, had the clear set up, but Molten, he was there. He read it. And he's like, I know where you're going to hit it, and I'm going to smack it in your face. So take that. And that it brings it to 1-0. A little under half of the game time remaining. With Verx playing so... Oh my god, look at that aerial.
Stylish.
He all the way by his back wall to go hit that. That was a very long aerial.
And then hits it upside down.
Yeah, it was stylish. I mean, like we were saying before, you don't have to make everything go in. Every once in a while, you get a good shot. It's worth it. It didn't go in, but it looked cool. So style points. Let's see if Molten can clear this out. It's looking a little dangerous.
Yeah, the Molten is
Good
there.
clear. He needed a little help, but it worked out.
Oh, there's just a lot of these upside down aerials now by Bergs. Another one.
He's definitely focusing on those aerials. That's the only way he's attacking, I think. He might have every other attack mode turned off except for aerials. It's a possibility. But he hits him into the corner. Good clear by Molten. Let's see what Verks can do. He's looking for boost. I'm going to blame that on the lack of boost. Let's see what Verks can do now. See if he can just shove it in there. A slight 50-50 win. It's in front of goal. If Verks can get there. Molten clears it away.
Seems like Verks is falling back.
Yeah, Verks is definitely having trouble with this new bot. Molten's putting on a fair bit of pressure.
Oh, that's a nice shot. It's on the post.
That was so close. Let's see if he can finish it up. He couldn't quite get around it. And, Verks was stuck on the aerial and goal line there, so he had a shot. This is going to get centered again, it looks like. I don't know if Molten, that's it. Yep, he had a shot.
Just barely gets it over Verks. But he gets it.
Definitely having trouble putting on an offensive pressure here. And Molten is just very, slowly and steady, just pushing it on down the field. And Verks, I think, is just giving him a little bit too much respect, not challenging him enough as he should, maybe.
The double kickoff.
If you're behind, you got to go for it. You can't just sit back.
Yeah, Vex has now 20 seconds to catch up by the 2 goals.
He's got a chance. Nobody there to capitalize on that center. One of Verks actually is in goal at all times, it looks like. It's going to make it very hard to score in a 1v2 situation at all times.
Yeah, Molten is able to keep up the defense, which is not something RLBot can do.
And that is it. Verks was held to 0. Molten scores twice. And a pretty nice victory for the rookie bot that nobody's ever seen here before. Verks is a solid bot. I'd say, middle, high-ish range bot. It's, hasn't had the greatest, win count yet, but it's actually pretty solid. It has all the mechanics are there. And Molten was able to win pretty dominantly here. So it was pretty interesting to see.
Yeah, Tahart points out in chat that Molten's rotations actually looked quite well. So maybe that's the thing that RLBot has been improving since Broccoli.
Quite possibly. One thing I wish Verks would have done was work on his rotations a bit, because one bot in goal at all times makes it really hard to get an offense going. That is for sure.
Yeah, it's a good defensive strategy, but not so much for the offense.
If you're already ahead and score, it's not a bad idea, honestly, especially for bots. But yeah, didn't work. If you're behind, you gotta go for it. You gotta go all out, especially with only a little bit of time left.
Now let's move on to round 2, and this is where we'll meet Beehive in Group 1. Beehive versus Double Trouble. And Beehive
Double Trouble took on Anarchist last time. Did pretty good. Sorry for cutting you off there.
That's okay. I was just saying that Beehive is a very terrifying team because they were the winner of Ultimate Battle League and they absolutely dominated. So I wonder how they will do in 2v2 if they are just as strong.
Yeah, Beehive comprises of 2 bumblebees, which is a hive mind bot. If you don't know what the hive mind bee is, basically the bot is controlled by like one bot brain behind the scenes, controlling the bots like puppets. That is the idea behind the hive mind strategy. And it's if you're looking for team play, it is such a huge advantage over 2 bots thinking for themselves. You can't be as coordinated as one bot, doing everything itself. And it could be pretty impressive to see Beehive do its thing. But they're going against Double Trouble, which we saw earlier, which is just Diablo and St. Peter. But I would not want to be Double Trouble right now, I can tell you that.
Nope. Let's see how it goes. If Beehive really is as terrifying in 2v2 as it is in 3v3.
That is something to consider. Beehive is a 3v3 team, and I don't know how much of its code is dedicated to 2v2. One thing to bring up, which I don't think actually has been brought up yet, St. Peter is a dedicated goalie. It will not leave the goal line really except for kickoffs. So offense is entirely on Diablo for Double Trouble.
Oh yeah, and as we just discussed in the other match, that makes it hard to set up a strong offense.
Yeah, it's really a purely defensive strategy, which is not ideal against a team as dominant as Beehive. That can just put shots on net over and over, as you know, as we see here. Nice strong shot on net. St. Peter barely got anything on it. It just went straight in. And I would expect to see more of that. I'll be quite honest.
Yeah.
Very slow kickoff from Diablo. Beehive gets the win on that one. See if
nice catch by Diablo. Here. One of Diablo's strengths.
He's got the 50. One thing Diablo likes doing is just sitting behind the ball and going for 50s. But it does not have jump shots, and Beehive most certainly does. Interesting save there from St. Peter.
It almost worked, but it was a pass to another Bumblebee.
That is yeah. St. Peter's been he hasn't been to port in a long while. Let's just put it that way. And that is 2-0 for Beehive right off the bat. Barely a minute in. Big kickoff win for Beehive. Diablo going for an aerial. He rarely has the boost to do that, but it was nice to see. But it's
always nice to see.
Next to nothing. A good tip out. Cleared out to the side.
Orange gets control for a second at least.
A little dangerous here. See if Diablo can clear that out, and he can, which is good to see. But right back in danger again. St. Peter's there with a strong clear. That should buy them a lot of time. Go back and get some boost. Maybe Diablo can do something here. We just sit there looking at the ball. You never know. Oh, Diablo, air dribble? Nope. He thought twice about it. Every once in a rare while, Diablo will just get lucky and have a nice air dribble. But it is so rare, it's ridiculous. And it's not calculated at all.
But that just makes it an even better highlight when it just happens.
That's right. If we could be that 1 in a million time on stream, that would be fun to see.
Good save by St. Peter, and another one.
Another save from Peter. See if they can do anything other than defend. Off target a little bit. They're just taking pot shots over and over.
Yeah, they're just one side from the other side. It's just again and again, and now we have an aerial.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you only have a 5% shooting percentage if you get to shoot non-stop. Eventually something's going to go in. Diablo pushing it down. He doesn't even get the boost. Slowly moving it on target. And there it is. A 50-50 win right into net. And that's pretty much how most of Diablo's goals look. He just slowly pushes it in front of the net and just like moves it on in there like a freight train. It's like, you're not moving me. I'm just going to keep pushing it.
But that was exactly what the Team Double Trouble needed. They need to come back here before Bumblebee's lead just gets too big.
This is dangerous right here. He has no boost, luckily. See, Peter, do something. Oh, Diablo actually did something. That's surprising. Oh, dangerous. Luckily, he couldn't quite get above it enough. Not on target. Cleared by St. Peter. See if Diablo can get up there and do something. Bumblebee being pretty dominant this match so far.
Just cleared like we know Bumblebee.
Him. Yeah, there's no surprise there. This is dangerous. Good clear from St. Peter. See if Diablo can push this upfield. Get a little bump, push it off the side.
He's past one, he's past two.
Oh, there we go. Get a little juke cut there, and it worked out. That was actually quite surprising. But that is one thing Diablo does. He'll just hit it around you right when you weren't expecting, and you just don't have enough time to turn on it. And then it's not something that's calculated at all, but it works out wonderfully.
Oh,
Good kickoff
Stampede
win.
also have a big win on the kickoffs here. But the other Bumblebee has it.
Yeah, Bumblebee was ready for it, but that was a surprising win. Decent clear from Peter. See if Diablo can clean that up. Another save from St. Peter. Tipping it out. He's probably going to go back now. Oh, saving it. Oh, clearing it again at least.
Orange's
Peter's getting a
defensive.
workout here.
Yeah, Orange's defensive strength is really what's keeping them in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Peter is earning an MVP medal, that's for sure. If he wins, that is. You know, if not, you know, it doesn't much matter, I guess. But he's pulling his weight for sure. Hopefully Diablo can start getting more offensive pressure going like he did a moment ago. It's his chance. Go get it, Diablo. He's up
flying
for an aerial.
He gets it over the Bumblebee.
Push it, Diablo. Go.
Oh my god, Double Trouble takes the lead.
Oh my god. I was not expecting this match to be so close at all, I'll be honest. But wow, this is exciting.
I think this is a surprise to many.
I think, you know, at this point, it's surprising that they're even close. So, it's let's see how far this can go, or if the Double Trouble dream will die. Keep Beehive away from that ball, Diablo. Oh, he went all the way around it. He's confused. All right, come on, clear it away. Peter, clear it. Diablo, it's on you. Weak clear. Hopefully somebody can contend that. Oh, that's bad.
Ooh.
Oh.
Bumblebee comes back and gets the third goal with 12 seconds remaining. That means that they are now tied.
You keep giving Bumblebee shots on net over and over again. Eventually one of them's going to go in. St. Peter can't save all of them.
Will we get another overtime? We might.
It would be nice. Let's see what happens here. It's an orange corner again. Peter with the whiff. A barely save from Diablo, but I'll take it. Diablo misses an aerial there, and we are in overtime. Something I don't think anyone expected. Kickoff win from Beehive. Let's see if Diablo can push back. He doesn't seem to be interested. This is bad. Yep.
And Bumblebee takes it.
Both bots decided, hey, I'll be the goalie. No, you be the goalie. No, I'll be the goalie. And nothing ever happened. That was horrible. All right, well, that was a fleeting dream that Double Trouble had a chance, but I think we all knew this was going to happen eventually.
They got a taste of the victory.
Yeah, you know, if you're going to lose, that's the way to lose. At least make it super close, bring it into overtime. So all things considered, I'm still proud of them. I won't disown them. And Diablo actually outscored St. Peter. I was kind of surprised by that, being how many saves he had. But, you know, good victory from Beehive, proving why they are a top team. Now, let's see, we're moving on to Wrath.
Ah, yes, the sister of Diablo and St. Peter. I guess they also sibling for St. Peter, right?
Well, it's kind of like a clone for St. Peter, honestly, or a fraternal twin or something.
Something like that. So this is two camels versus RLBot.
Which ought to be interesting to see. I don't think I've ever run any test against RLBot with Camiel, so I don't actually know how this works out. One thing I can say is that Camiel has 0 demo defense, and Dribble is all about that.
Oh yeah.
Relatively even kickoff.
We already have the first demo there.
Yep, right off the bat. It doesn't take much. Another demo. Let's see if they can keep up with being demoed the entire time. It ought to be interesting. Camiel luckily can jump up in the air a whole lot, which I don't think... Oh, there, she's dead again. I don't think Dribble goes up in the air at all, really, except for when he wants to flip the ball. Uh-oh, that's bad. Barely saved. That was really close. Dribble going after so many demos really disrupts team play, and that's something Camiel kind of relies on. Somebody gonna touch that? It's in front of the blue goal a whole lot. But luckily, Camiel knows to jump to flip it off the top of his head, but she's going to be dead more often than not.
Yeah, she does have the double jump to evade it. Like she can get the height that she needs. But
it just has to be timed right.
Yeah, if she doesn't have the code to register a demo incoming.
She doesn't look for it. This is dangerous right here. Let's see what happens. It's not the clear we were looking for. And she also seems to be out of boost most of the time. I think Bribble's doing a good job of taking all the boost and using it against her, which is interesting. And making, oh my god, trying to dribble Camiel there. That was interesting to see.
And Lola Lapke, the creator of RLBot, also describes Bribble as a ball chaser. I would probably call it a dribble bot, but I mean, it's not the only thing it does.
One of them is an APA. If it's a 1v1, it's an APA bot. I mean, it just always goes after the ball.
Yeah.
And
okay.
First goal from Camiel here. Raph's showing some signs of life when it's not dead, which is very rarely. But every once in a while, she can touch the ball and things might happen. So Team Bribble doing a great job so far, keeping her, pretty much occupied by not dying.
Oh, Camiel misses an open net there.
Yep, totally miffed that one for no reason. All right, let's see what happens here. Demo by Camiel. Coincidental, but I'll take it. You gonna do anything, Camiel?
She flicks it for Bribble, but that's one way to get Bribble to stop dribbling. Oh, so much dribble.
You get the ball in the air high enough, and he can't dribble it, and then Camiel can go for a double jump or something. Oh, there we go. She teed it right off of his head, and that's one of the good things about having a jump shot is you'll just jump up and smack it right off of his head, like she did there. That is kind of a counter to dribble bots.
Yeah, not everyone has it.
Hard to code.
Not every bot has or can deal with a dribbling bot because it disturbs the prediction. Because why isn't the ball hitting the ground?
The ball's not especially if you plan shots way out in advance and do pathing and all that. If you had advanced pathing, playing against a dribbler is horrible because you're constantly recalculating everything and probably missing frames as a result.
Yeah.
So dribblers can be, the nemesis of many of our top bots simply because they mess with their logic. Oh,
and they're also sort of easy to make.
There. That's true. The dribble bots are one of the easier things to get going, but they're crazy effective, especially in ones. Now, the more team member you have on the field, the less effective they are, except for in Dribblebot's case, because
Well, that was a solid dribble.
Yeah, cleared out the goalie and then put it right on net. That's exactly what Dribblebot, excels at. Camiel was definitely going for the clear, but it didn't matter because Bribble had that on target and the other Camiel was dead. So, very effective strategy.
Yeah.
It seems to be winning most kickoffs too, which can't hurt.
They are, however, still 2 goals behind, so they need to do that trick more often.
Oh, dead Camiel. Is anyone going to get in front of this ball?
I think that might be another goal. Camera, please, Joe.
Yeah, the camera decided that we don't get to see, unfortunately.
Yeah,
that would have been nice. But yeah, the Dribble is doing a great job of clearing out the goalies, not giving them any chance to deny what would normally be saved. Very impressive so far. Maybe I should have done more testing against Dribblebot here. It's showing that it's a very effective strategy.
Yeah. But I mean, it's also one of the only teams that has such a strategy. Maybe you could say that Team Double Trouble also has a similar strategy, where one is always in goal and the other one is a strong ball pusher. I don't know, but this is a different kind of strategy, and
yeah, it's one very suited to Dribble. Quite honestly, great shot from Camiel there.
Yeah.
But it's very effective. He's a very good dribbler, and he's very good at getting demos, and he's putting those together, and it makes his dribble bot so much stronger than it would be otherwise. Like, it's so much more effective than him just sitting in as a goalie waiting for the other dribble to mess up its carry.
Exactly.
He's always doing something.
Both are contributing all the time. Camiel, however, is still able to keep the lead, just making sure that they are never in danger of losing.
Keeping the ball on orange half is a godsend. but she's not being overly accurate, unfortunate. And Bribble even bumping her on the wall. There's no safe zones here. Luckily, she can jump. If she couldn't jump, there'd be no safe zones at all. Once Bribblebot figures out aerial demos, it's game over. Nobody stands a chance. Good clear from Camiel there. Good bump from Bribblebot.
Oh, that was a fast turn. Oh,
See
hey,
if it
Noodlebeard
gets
is in chat. Hey, Noodlebeard. Long time.
Dangerous. That is a nice shot from Camiel, taking it off the nose of Bribblebot. Yeah, he didn't have a bad carry there. He just got it right in front of the net. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get quite enough behind it to stop the shot. Still, Team Bribble doing very well. Surprised to see Camiel actually winning a kickoff every now and again. Bribble has a very good kickoff.
Yeah, indeed.
See what happens here. Big whiff from Camiel. Another whiff coming. Nope, cleared downfield. Let's see if they're going to put another one on net. It's a pass, kind of.
But it really shows also how strong a bot that Camille is. Because they are able to handle such a solid strategy that Bribblebot has. But still, they are able to win.
I think if this is Team Wrath, but we're just calling them by bot names because, you know, it's easier that way. But if Camiel didn't have jump shots and stuff, I think definitely Team Bribble would have taken that one. It's very, very strong dribble bot. Very good twos team strategy. And I'll be one thing Camiel does not have is dedicated two strategy. She doesn't have any two strategy at all. It's just three strategies, you know, missing a person.
Yeah.
So,
well, I guess it's a good approximation, right?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sort of works.
Now, yeah, before we start the next match, I'd like to introduce a new caster. That is Terhart, if you would like to join.
Hey everybody, yeah, I'd love to.
Welcome
How's it going, Ter?
It's going great. Very exciting game so far.
Some really good games so far, and just in time to see two of your teams face each other.
Maybe that is a bit bad timing, actually.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate that both
On
your
that
teams end up in one group because only one can go through.
Yeah, it's painful to see. We're passing through the choke point here.
It is unfortunate. I'm sure it'll be fun to see regardless, though. ReliefBot ×2 or ReliefBot plus SDC, both are very strong teams. It'll be fun to see how things turn out here.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to see which one is the best teammate. Is it ReliefBot or SDC?
ReliefBot will look lovingly into the mirror and hope that it's him.
Yeah.
But it might not be true.
I guess we'll find out one way or the other. You know, if you're going to pose that question, we have some pudding we have to prove here.
Indeed. Let's get into the kitchen.
Indeed, let's do it. I'm looking forward to this. This ought to be a really good match. Two very top-tier teams here going up against each other. And Self-Driving Car does not actually have team code at all that I'm aware of, but it's still a top bot.
Yeah, he'll fool you. Just the way he intercepts the ball so cleanly all the time, it looks like team code.
It's his one's code is so safe. Well, he'll hit the ball back into his corner, and he'll always retreat. And he just plays in a way that if there's a teammate there, they're there to capitalize on. And it's very safe in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is dangerous.
Failing to clear. Oh, it's super dangerous.
And the SDC couldn't get a clear on it either. You can't just leave the ball loitering there.
Yeah,
someone's going to smack it in.
Catches them sleeping. All right, they're up one.
All right. Relief having the upper hand so far as being the better teammate, but we'll have to see as this unfolds. Strong kickoff from Self-Driving Car. He was actually much later to the kickoff, but it worked out for him.
Yeah, sometimes second is best.
Yeah,
right,
for sure. If he's going to dunk.
Pushing down the field. Yeah,
Towards
Merge
goal.
team seems to be applying a lot of pressure, but now here's Relief on a breakaway. Completely uncontested. What happened there?
Just overcommit. Whiff, I think. Yeah, or
Red Relief just
or something.
Yeah, Red Relief didn't challenge very well.
I think he just got caught in no man's land. He wasn't close enough to challenge, and he wasn't far enough away to cover. It just didn't work out for him.
Good kickoff by SDC.
In the orange corner, Relief seems happy in the goal here. SDC seems happy to look the other way after whiffing there.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Oh no.
Oh,
Bad
accidental
whiff
whiff.
by Yellow Relief. Red saves the day.
Yeah, good clear there. See if Blue Relief has a chance here. A mirror shot. Slow on target. I don't think that'll do anything. Yeah. SDC should have a strong clear here. He's playing in the goal line.
Yeah, it looks like he got snagged on the goalpost for just a second. Oh, that was stylish by Yellow. Too bad he couldn't finish it.
Couldn't quite take advantage of that, but that was close. Let's see if the Relief can do anything with it here. Pushes it towards goal. Pop it up. Nope.
Oh,
Blue
just
Relief
barely
clears
cleared
it. This is looking dangerous for Orange, though. Slightly off target. Probably going to be cleared away.
Unnecessary. Oh boy.
Interesting
Red shouldn't be
clear.
committing to this.
That's very dangerous.
Oh no.
SDC, he's not going to miss many shots like that.
No. Good accuracy. Now, if I was Red Relief, I could have saved that.
Yeah.
I swear I could have.
Unfortunate, he just did not get a lot of power in the ball to give him a slow roller, and that's a recipe for pain right there.
Mm-hmm.
Block from RLBot there. Little bit of back and forth, nothing too dangerous going on. SDC,
Shot coming in. Nicely
nice
blocked.
strong shot. Good block. Good interference there. See what RLBot does with it. This looks bad.
Ooh,
It's on
nice
target.
lob. It's over him. Straight
RLBot couldn't
in.
get under it. SDC showing why he is a top bot.
Yeah, look at that accuracy on it. Like, he was coming in from the side at an angle with the ball up in the air. He had to jump for it, and
the ball was
despite all
moving
that,
at an angle,
yeah,
and he still puts it, center of the net.
perfect computation. Dangerous
see-
ball here.
Oh, that looks bad.
Oh wow.
I thought for sure we're going to see an own goal there, but it worked out.
Yeah, high flying clear instead. All right, Yellow passing to Red. Red decides no, don't want it.
Oh, RLBot's in the air. Unnecessary. This
Big
looks
lob
dangerous.
from Orange.
I can't see what happened. Oh, wait, there we go.
Another shot
RLBot
from
narrowly
Orange.
avoided it. Good save there. Let's see what Orange can do with it here. Looks dangerous. Slightly
Needs a
off.
follow up.
Nice
He gets
follow-up. Nice follow-up. You don't, if you don't get it on target right off the bat, as long as you're there to follow up, it still looks good in my opinion.
Exactly. Well, Orange is climbing their way back into this. They're
Yeah,
down by 1, with plenty of time left.
Very close match so far. A lot of fun watching this. Kickoff win, barely, but Blue double commits, so they're in a little bit of trouble here. This looks dangerous.
It
SDC's
might have
there.
gone better if Yellow had left boost for Red. A little bit of miscommunication there.
This is looking bad. Hopefully, all right, Relief cleans up his little mess there. No
Out of
boost
boost,
to
though.
work with.
Yellow's got boost though. Here it comes.
Oh, it's bad. Yep, just barely made it under the goal line there, and things are tied up.
Really unwise touch by Blue Relief. And Yellow takes advantage. It was a great setup.
Really, they're just teammates, is what it was. They just,
Yeah,
SDC is the fool who doesn't know.
yeah, Blue throwing.
Oh, look at
Whoa,
that.
good
Nice save. Nice strong shot and an equally nice save.
Ooh, misplay by Red.
Oh,
This is so
looking bad.
dangerous. Here comes
Don't do
Blue.
it, RLBot. Oh, he almost did. That was scary. Cleared out of there.
Oh, still dangerous.
dangerous. SEC cleans it up. That was teetering on the line for so long.
SDC did a great job of keeping that out of reach for Red Relief.
Absolutely.
Gets
Baited
the follow-up.
out the shot. He had all
Playing.
the time he needed.
That's right. Several lines ahead.
Nobody went for kickoff from Team Orange there.
Oh yeah, they experiment with that sometimes. And if it works out well, they keep doing it. Uh-oh, big chip from Blue Relief and a follow-up. Oh, SDC didn't even need to touch it.
Wow. Things making a little bit of a lead for themselves. Blue pulling away a little bit, but you know what? Orange came back from this earlier too. They were 2 behind. So we can see what they can do. They're not out of it yet. There's a minute 20 left.
That's right.
pass
Pass back.
Killed it in corner. It's not so bad. SDC, oh, SDC knows how to hit those angles. It
Yes,
has
he
the
does.
computational power. Yeah,
And
double commit.
Red, yeah, Red should not have committed there at all.
You hate to see it, but we're getting good gameplay regardless of who wins, and
Yeah,
the
for
relief
sure.
bot is getting a win regardless. So it works out either way if you think of it that way.
Yes.
Good pass back.
We'll do a glass half full. Kind of a weak clear. Yellow relief follows up. Big chip from blue.
Relief bot goes for a lot of mini touches, but sometimes I think it goes a little bit too far away for him to get next touch on it. It kind of works out detriment. Mirror shot on target. Cleared by other relief bot. This is dangerous. Cleared away by relief bot on orange. There we go. Another dangerous shot. Is that on target? It is.
It is. Nice one.
Another tough angle shot from SDC. Whipped out his calculator. Oh, that was relief bot. I thought that was SDC.
Oh, yeah.
Nice shot, relief bot. I was giving SDC all the credit when relief bot was a hero there.
It was a nice angle.
Blew up 7-3. It's still technically possible for Orange to come back, but I don't know if we've seen such a big comeback here before.
Yeah, it's a heavy deficit, and time is just now running out.
It is ticking down, and nobody going after the ball. We finally got a touch.
Here comes an aerial. Wow, wait. Is this going to work?
It's on target. It's super slow, but it was on target.
Ball. Too bad.
Oh, overcommitted there. Let's see if we can get the clear at least. You know what? He didn't own goal, so I say we take that as a win.
Yeah.
But Team W taking the win. Very good match regardless. Like I said, Relief Bot gets a win regardless. So it's a win-win scenario, right? I mean, it has to be.
Yep.
Conversely, it could be a lose-lose scenario, but we don't think of things that way.
Never. So yeah, Team W is gonna get the win here. They were the winners of the Wintertide 2v2, I believe.
Things are looking good for them already. They're going to go up against Team Freeze next round, but that's several matches from now. That'll be interesting. Next up, we have Fangs of Silver versus Eat Your Vegetables, which is Manticore ×2 and Broccoli ×2.
Nice. Did we see Broccoli ×2 earlier today? I wonder.
We did.
Very familiar.
Pretty sure. Yeah, it was against Team Imposter, the ML bots. That was a fairly close match, closer than we anticipated.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if they can bring the pain again. I like that loadout. I guess you folks can't see it quite yet.
Yeah, it's a very cool loadout, truth be told. And Broccoli Bot is a very good bot. Looking forward to see it going against tougher competition here. And Manticore is a pretty decent bot too.
Now Goose has joined us. Welcome, Goose.
Hello.
Hey, DDTHJ here, also known as Goose.
He did the thing.
He did it. He did the thing. Classic. Thank you, Goose.
With Goose here, I will be taking off, guys, and I will see you later. Thank you so much for having me.
See you, Beard.
Take it easy.
All right, Goose, what do you think? Have you been liking the action so far?
Oh yeah, this has been pretty exciting to watch. I haven't seen every match so far, but I've seen a lot of bots that I didn't recognize the names of, which is always awesome. And they were doing good, which is awesomer. So
yeah. We saw Rocket Noodles, we saw Omnom, we saw a Scratch team really making a name for themselves. All right, but here we go. Fangs of Silver versus Eat Your Vegetables. Broccoli Bot with a strong kickoff.
We have to pick favorites. I think mine is Broccoli Bot, since we saw him, one of the newer bots, appear.
Well, here's Broccoli making you happy with a goal.
Yeah.
A nice one, too. Nice little jump shot with the angle. Right in the center. It's well calculated. This time, Manticore wins kickoff. Both Broccolis on the wrong side of the field.
They have time though.
Yeah.
Okay, now they don't have time.
Ooh, wow. RLBot number 2, a little bit far back in the rotation. Even though it's not the hardest of shots.
It's a bad pinch.
Yeah, couldn't save his teammate's blunder. Unlucky. Alright, seems like RLBot is setting the pace one way or another.
Take this up. Manticore is going to take possession and then give it to Broccoli, it looks like. Yeah, that's going to end up in the blue corner. We'll see what Manticore does with it. Broccoli, holy
what a
cow!
pinch!
That
Man,
was it's a good thing
it's a
this
pinch
field
and a
has no
half.
net.
I guess that's what happens when you eat your vegetables. Get enough vitamins and minerals,
Yeah.
you can do crazy pinches like that.
Good shot
And a
here.
nice shot. RLBot's putting on a clinic.
Arxio says Gaussing Utils caster bias. Correct.
Yeah.
Well, both of these bots had roots in Gauss. Oh, nice kickoff goal. Manticore. I don't know what Broccoli did there.
Not enough. Yeah, Manicore ties it up. Did they... Oh, he missed. He missed.
That's what I was saying earlier. It could be a percentage thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have to review that.
Yeah, we're under the
There it
shadow
is
of low
again.
percentages today. We don't know the full impact. You can think of it as adverse weather. A torrential downpour, the bot's slipping around on the field.
Elbel says he thinks that kickoff might just be messed up, so maybe we're safe and it's
Okay.
just Broccoli bot.
Blame the Broccoli. Nice touch by Broccoli. Can Manicore turn it away? No.
No.
Wow, it seems like a miscommunication. One Manicore thought, hey, my teammate's going to turn it away. The other one thought, hey, my teammate's going to save it. Neither of those things happened.
Just kind of watched.
Well, one way or another, we're tied up 3-3.
Another bad kickoff for Broccoli, but not for lack of trying. It's definitely a pinch there.
Broccoli flexing his back wall defense. Oh
Good
no.
defense out of Broccoli.
Manicore was a little bit disappointed there in the midfield. I was hoping he would intercept that and keep it on offense, but
I think both sides are semi-passive right now. Is that going in? It's very close.
ooh, might get a bot dish with the spin there. Not
Finish
even
it.
needed. Strong finish by Broccoli.
We've got pie time left.
3.14. And the scores kind of match up a little bit too.
Another goal off of kickoff from Minicore. Oh,
Hey,
that
what's
was
up,
just
Burks?
Broccoli slammed on the brakes there, and he still accidentally nudged it just into a bad spot. Manicore was there to take advantage of it. These kickoffs, it's like the most critical thing, and another one for Manicore.
You know, in a way, getting your kickoffs consistent is the equivalent of eating your vegetables in the RLBot world. So it's ironic that we have a bit of a miss here.
It's also fitting that the Gosling Utils bot is the one that's having kickoff trouble. Seems to be a tradition.
Oh gosh. I like the synchrony though. You know, the two Broccoli bots just kind of swooping in together. Reminds me of the air show a little bit.
Wrong show.
Wrong show, I'm sorry. I just can't stop repping it. Ooh, Manicore almost gets a nice advantage there, intercepting it. Not on target though.
Good clear. It's like, you know, when the ball's high, it's unlikely Manicore is going to go for it. So basically any high ball clear is going to be a good one for Broccoli.
All right. So after that series of kickoffs, Broccoli has a chance to finally play. Seems like Broccoli's been a bit stronger on the pitch. So see if we can bring the scoreline back.
Go.
Yes. Here's a start.
So now there's a sweet spot that he's got to aim for where he gets a goal up and then doesn't score after that, because otherwise it'll loop back around. Manicore will have an advantage.
Weak on kickoffs. Exactly as you say. Yeah, go one goal up and then run out the clock. That's the strat.
There's a chance to get it even if that ball cooperates. It's going to be a tight angle.
Ooh, did he just bounce right off that ball?
I think he did. Yeah,
Dang.
that was.
Just broke his own nose. Ball didn't even care. Nice deflection by Manicore.
Yep. Broccoli is keeping it up there, though. This one goes free. Other Broccoli is going to keep it up the field, I think. Yep. No boost, though.
He's just intimidating the Manicores.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're having a little caravan. They're bumping each other.
Ooh, that wasn't good.
This is a setup. This is a setup. Where's the Broccoli? Ah, the other one's all the way back in net. Too bad.
Yep. Well, this might still be good here. They're keeping it up on Blue's half. Oh, just as I say that, sends it flying back to his corner.
Yep. The Broccoli pressure deflates. But Broccoli has a whole minute and 10 seconds to score and put that strategy into action.
Yeah, I wonder if putting it to overtime is actually the best chance. It really comes down to what kickoff.
Yeah. Broccoli needs that diagonal kickoff, right? Is that the one he's good at?
Yep.
Diagonal and straight?
Well, he doesn't win the diagonal kickoffs, but it's the one where he's least likely to lose, and there's his goal that he needs.
All right, all right. So here's the important thing. Nice goal by Broccoli. Slots it in right on the post, between Manicore and the post. What kickoff is this going to be?
There is a diagonal.
It's diagonal. This is good for Broccoli.
Oh, this might not be
dangerous.
Good for Broccoli.
He needs to. Oh no! It all goes wrong. We thought we had the advantage there for Broccoli, but it took a left turn. Manicore does really well in that kickoff.
Even gets a bump goal there. Now the question is, yeah, this might go downhill from here.
Yeah, this could be another free goal for Manicore, and then what prospect does Broccoli have? Yeah, this is big trouble.
Yeah,
here we go again. Yeah.
I think that was it. That last chance with the diagonal. 40 seconds is going to be tough to come back from.
Yep.
You get 3 goals and then.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We're in a deep hole here. I think if you were to graph the score of this match, it would just kind of sawtooth.
Well, here's the interesting thing. Oh my gosh, that was almost a kickoff goal for Broccoli. And he will hit it again, but it's blocked. Whoa.
Nice touch, Broccoli. Can we get a follow-up from the teammate? Okay, get your own, get your own. He's just jumping and boosting all over the place.
You're keeping it up there.
Alright, pass back.
I don't know if that counts as a pass back, but the ball stays up there. Chance for one more goal, but I think this is it for Broccoli.
Yep. Well, it was well fought. Oh, I like the dance from Manicore. He's doing like a wavy, like belly dance looking thing with his wheels. I don't know how I interpret it that way. Well fought. Good game.
Up next, let's see, Group 5, round 2, is it? Primetime versus Rocket Noodles?
Yeah. Who's on Primetime?
Is it Bottom's Prime?
This is going to be Primetime's first appearance in the tournament.
It is Bottom's
Let me
Prime.
get out my lovely
Wildfire and
answers.
Bottom's Prime. These are like...
Oh wow, this is going to be
this will be
intense.
good.
Bottom's
Against
Prime and
Rocket Noodles.
Wildfire. These are alumni, distinguished alumni of the Rocket League world.
Prediction that we might get a Mercy this game. We got a really strong team here. 6 seconds in and already we got a goal from Bottomless.
What a shot. Bottomless always gets such clean, hard touches. He brings that pace.
Mm-hmm. Good kickoff for Rocket Noodles, but... Oh, what was that? That was a great shot.
Oh, Rocket Noodles!
Nice.
Whoa! I was not expecting that. I thought we were talking about like Rocket Noodles 2D thinking, yada yada. He makes a nice 3D save there.
Doesn't last long, unfortunately, but it was exciting to watch.
Bottomless Prime has this vibe of inevitability about him. It's hard to resist those shots for long.
It's like once he's on a collision course with the ball, you know it's going in the goal.
Yeah. Here's another one.
Yep.
Oh, crossbar.
Off the top post. See, he's waiting for a Bumblebee to come in and finish that off.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Bottomless Prime is basically the same code as Bumblebee, but with more of a single-minded approach. Nice shot, Bottomless.
I'd say Bottomless is carrying this match.
Yeah, Wildfire just has a front row ticket.
Chad is saying this is slaughter.
Well, this is a really top-tier team in Wildfire and Bottomless. Both decorated veterans. Ooh, oh no! One noodle jukes the other.
It rolled right over him.
Oh no. Alright, well I believe it's 2 more goals to Mercy. And Blue shows no signs of letting up. I would love to see Noodles score a goal though. Here's a demo.
Mm.
Bring out that aggression, I like it.
Is that it? It's close now. Off the post. Yeah. Wildfire needs to do something fancy.
Can't let Bottomless steal all the spotlight.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
doing a good job of it, though.
So dangerous. So dangerous, Noodles. What are you going to do? Oof.
It's where the two-dimensional view really hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
Ball is high over your goal, and you just have to wait for it to come down.
Oh, and they just clap their foreheads together trying to make the save. While Bottomless skies them. Come on, Noodles, what you gonna do?
Better touch it. Ooh.
Oh, good deflection. Good deflection. Playing the long game.
Wildfire finally getting the ball up the field. Ooh. Does get demoed again, though. Does Rocket Noodles have demo code?
I'm beginning to suspect. It's gotten several. Ooh.
Kind of a tight angle for Bottomless. The ball had a lot of velocity. Had to really redirect it.
Yeah. I think I saw him yaw in midair a little bit before doing that dodge. Probably helped him pull it off.
Yep, 6 goals there. Halfway through the game, that's going to be Mercy.
Yep. Well, it was a good outing and a good effort from Rocket Noodles. Welcome to the scene. We expect great things from you next time around. And maybe even in the ones tournament. I hope you're in ones.
Let's see, next match. I have to look at the stream.
Twice Force versus Molten Mayhem.
Twice. Okay, Molten is the new. I'm calling that broccoli too. At least that's what my head says. So I'm
He
excited
has
to
his
see that
own
one.
identity. Come on. So Twice Force is codename Arctis and codename Bora,
Ooh.
and Molten is the newcomer to the scene. Like you said, the broccoli successor. Oh, it's Ice Force. How am I supposed to say it? I can't read Twitch chat properly. Ice Force.
Ice Force. You're freezing up, Tear. I'm sorry.
Good
Ooh,
shot from Molten.
Ooh. That was going to be a dangerous save there almost. Wrong move that could have put it in.
Oh, wow.
This is, I don't know who's going to win this. These are both really good bots.
We're having really close plays on the goalposts. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. I like that loadout from Molten. It's very bold.
Red.
Yes. It's next to the dictionary definition for red. See that picture.
Interesting half flip.
Ooh, good setup. A little bit high over. Ooh, dangerous. Here's a shot from Molten, and it's accurate, right in next to the post.
Kind of a strange dodge out of codename Bora, I believe.
Yeah.
Didn't get enough energy on that ball to make it safe.
That's right. Turns into a flubbed clear, and that's the result.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
What happened here? I blinked.
Oh, the kickoff from
kickoff.
Molten. Yeah, a little bit off target. Only grazes the ball, and that paid a price.
That one's much more even, and ooh, Arctis almost able to follow it up.
He wanted that. He was going full extension with claws out. Doesn't quite get it.
Molten almost had a shot opportunity there, but the angle was a little tight.
Here comes Bora. He wants one more touch. Oh, no. A little bit slow, not aggressive enough.
Obviously a juke attempt.
Yeah.
By not touching it when they expect you to.
Fake.
Yeah. Ooh. The tight angle here kind of hurting Molten.
Molten seems reasonably good at being in the right place at the right time, though.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, good position on defense.
I think one of the tips said that Molten doesn't really have much strategy, but I disagree. Whatever's going on, it seems to work.
Well, that was a nice mechanic from Arctis, though. He just bops it right over Molten.
Oh yeah.
And coming off the wall as well. He was like in midair, coming down from the wall, and still dodges nicely to get the angle. Molten destroys one. Keeping on the pressure. Just kidding. Oh, what's happening here? The corner meta is getting more confusing than I can bear. Okay.
I like, I think self-driving car still has the best corner meta, which is just don't go in the corner.
Yeah. In fact, I think that was one of Noodlebeard's contributions to ReliefBot as well. Just stay out of the corner, dude.
Another shot there. Goes up the post in an interesting area to make the save. Once again, it's in the corner. Nobody's sure how to get it out of the corner. There we go. Arctis has a chance to take it downfield here unless Molten interrupts, which it will. But Bora's there in the goal.
Ooh, look at that little follow-up. Shades of air dribbles. All right, it's coming around. Arctis wants to follow up. Net. Oh, great save. That was clutch from Molten.
Close game, minute and 40 seconds left. Unfortunately, close games don't count here, so Molten's gonna need a goal, and then some.
Yeah, Molten would love to equalize here. Uh-oh.
He's taking a nap.
Confused. Okay. He was just
Emergency.
collecting his thoughts. He was doing that, you know, like Top Gun when Maverick had to run away for a little bit.
You had to sleep
Let
on the
go
wall
of
for a
Goose.
little bit.
Wow. Well, that's not the way Molten was hoping to tie it up. But I think he'll take it. So now we got a tie game, 2-2, 1 minute 20 on the clock.
Pretty even kickoff, and Molten is there. Ooh, touches it off the wall, not super hard.
Molten needs
Man,
to turn
this
this
is
away.
dangerous.
Oh, he does. Nice little side flip. He knows how to do it.
Now I'll be taking it up the field. Against Boro's attempts. Arctis is there. Nice clear. Gets it up the field as well, at least to midfield.
Wow. Nice touch to himself on the wall there. I like that.
Yeah, these wall hits I'm pretty impressed by. Not many bots can do that.
Oh,
consistency.
Arctis. Almost a huge aerial coming out. He makes contact, but not accurate.
It's close enough for the highlight reel.
Yeah. Just hype it. Hype it now. Molten lining up a shot. Arctis. Wow.
goal
Out of
post.
pocket. He needs a follow-up. Oh. He rushed it just a little bit. Counting down now. 10 seconds. Still tied. We might see overtime.
Oh,
Or we might not.
Oh.
Here's a shot.
Whoa.
Oh, almost
No.
saved. He got the first touch in the save, but not the second.
I need slow motion here, please. Oh, my
Oh, he wanted that bad.
God. Right there.
And that could be the game. Only 5 seconds left.
5 seconds.
What can you do,
and
Molten?
dream.
What can you do? Oh, that's not looking good. Time's burning. He needs a carry. Oh, nope.
Nope.
That's not going to be it. What a great dramatic match, though. All right. Really, really good one. I was happy to see that. What have we got next?
I think we're into round 3, right?
Oh, yeah. We're shifting over to the next column. Anarchists versus Beehive. Oh, boy. This
Well,
is
time
going to
to-
be... Oh, boy.
Time to watch the show.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. Well, if you remember from first round, Anarchists was having some trouble. The bot was a little bit jacked up. We were seeing like super low percentages, 1%, 2%, versus perhaps the best bot in the league.
Yeah, I'm actually just changing some settings for Anarchy. Reader said I should probably make it sure.
Are you
No, it's
turning off
not-
the anime?
Yeah, we are disabling the statue rendering because it's not needed.
Banime in progress.
And that should be it.
When will off-topic learn? Banime.
It's anime. Also, I input the wrong score, so let's just fix that.
All right.
Wait, did I?
All right. So we've put a splint onto Anarchy's leg and injected some painkillers.
What?
Let's see if you can hobble on out there.
What was the score again?
Of the previous match, I think it was 3-2 in
To-
favor of Ice Force.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I just swapped them. Okay. Huh, visual bug. Okay, never mind. Let's start with the next one.
All right.
Rigging in progress. Please stand by.
All right. It's going down on Starbase Arc.
Whoa.
And wow.
Anarchy.
I've heard that Anarchy was fixed, but I'm not convinced. I'm gonna need some more convincing. And so is
Well-
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee's working. I like the little wave dash.
Seems the splint has fallen off and the painkiller has stopped Anarchy's heart. He's spasming on the field. Oh god.
He's typing in chat.
Somebody find the children and cover their eyes. It's ugly out here.
For some reason, I didn't think we had this angle. Oh, I guess, yeah, easy peasy.
Upper 90, looking fabulous. Ooh, that's a nice kickoff win, but not quite in yet.
Where's the goal? Oh, you
Ooh.
missed.
Exercising that crossbar.
They're just getting some practice in. They don't want to mercy so that they can. Basically, they're just warming up for, I don't know. Or do they have a match after this?
This is the third column, so I think they're just doing a victory lap, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. There's an interesting bounce. That goes in.
Bumblebee playing games. Like, yeah, we need 10 touches before we score.
Yeah.
Just clowning on him. Anarchy, oh boy. Not very well defended.
2 more goals is still mercy. Out of curiosity, I wonder if Anarchy has any percentage right now.
Seems like an any percent speed run by the Beehive, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Oh, and after the kickoff too. Now he's just trying to finish up.
Alright, last game of the match, perhaps? Put them out of their misery. It's going to take a little bit longer.
There we go. Lockdown.
Yep.
Scored.
Calling it before it happens because it's a sure thing. Alright, that's mercy. It didn't feel like mercy. It felt brutal. But that's mercy.
Okay, next match. Group 2, round 3. Lenthiko versus Wrath.
Wrath. I believe Wrath is double cameo.
Yep.
And Lenthiko, that must be Lanfear and Manticore.
Yeah. If it was anything else, I'd be very surprised.
Yes. Now, Wrath, I think, might be one of the favorites to win this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lanfear and Manticore have their work cut out for them.
I'm waiting for the Wrath versus Team W match.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That's gonna be the big one.
Ooh.
Nice block so far. Oh.
Yeah. Blue's doing a good job of like throwing bodies on defense.
Yeah. I think Camille accidentally saved it or blocked a little bit there. Oh, Manticore.
Wow.
Lanfear, my bad.
I was not expecting this, but Blue is first to strike. Look at this beauty from Lanfear.
Very close.
We've been advised by chat that it's actually Manfear and Lanticore. My mistake.
I was debating whether or not I wanted to say that.
Wow,
right,
very
opening.
unorthodox cameo loadout we're seeing here. And a nice shot.
Gets their first goal on the board. Swoops
Look at
in.
that angle. That swoop looked really tight. Like,
Yeah.
damn, didn't lose any speed at all.
Pretty even kickoff, and I think Camille's going to be the one to capitalize off of it. Gets it to Blue's corner at least. Let's see where it goes from here. The double jump always nice. A backward shot.
Backflip, yeah.
A bit hard of a pinch, but it doesn't matter. It's staying on Blue's half.
Yeah, Camille pouring on the pressure, and Manicore breaks under that pressure. You didn't have to do that.
Another pretty even kickoff. Camille's there to capitalize once more, and this is going to be centered, I believe.
Ooh,
Nice
tight
shot.
angle.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Again!
Manicore still cracking under the pressure.
Metacore just wants to get this over with.
Manicore with the alley oops. As in oops.
Nice touch. Goalpost.
Oh wow.
Goalpost.
Camille decorating the two goalposts.
Now an orange corner for once in a while. Landfear's gonna have a shot here. Nice.
Landfear again.
Landfear's back is gonna hurt after this.
For real, for real. Feels like a 3v1 sometimes. I mean, Manicore is a good bot, but he's just the own goals. It's hard to stomach.
Kind of sus. Good center.
Careful, Blue, careful. Here's the hard shot. Can't be blocked. It's a good setup by Camille number 2. And decisive shot.
Very even kickoff. Camille
Oh,
taking it downfield.
no.
Manticore, what are you doing?
Feels like a
Ball's
slow
there.
motion disaster for Blue.
Oh,
Oh,
top bar.
Red Cam skies it. That's all the other Camille can do to keep it from going on a counterattack.
It's bouncing off of everybody.
Oh, inching slowly towards Blue net. Wow. Such patience in that situation. I'm not sure if it was well advised.
Whoa.
Camille, finally.
I'm surprised Manticore didn't get the save there.
Yeah.
It ramped right off of his car. Oh, I think he might have just missed it.
Well, the scoreline seems to be slipping away. Landfear managed to score 2, but he's facing down against 5 goals from Team Wrath.
And
Make it
another one.
6.
Good shot. Over both the blue bots. Hugging
Yeah,
that right post.
We saw Landfear trying to challenge, but didn't get high enough, didn't get big.
Big welcome to everyone who's new here. I can see the Discord is filling up.
Oh yeah, excellent.
That's great. New people are watching. This is some pretty
hope
cool stuff.
Yeah, I hope the installer is working for you guys today. Ooh, nice shot, Camille.
What's the forecast? Cloudy with a chance of launcher errors. With a chance of Python not found. Ooh. That kickoff going past both of them. Interesting touch. Is that a back pass to a shot? It's not in.
Wow. High level tactics. Here's a lob. A bit high. Needs more love. Not quite what she needed.
If they keep hitting the ball in that direction, it'll eventually go in. I think that's the strategy.
I think so.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. That was a really... that was a great touch. Off the
Caster
wall
props.
and then
Oh yeah, mirror shot and then just a
double
little
jump, boink.
send it high over everybody. East Village pointing out blue hasn't touched the ball in ages, and oh, it looks like it's a mercy rule, 2 to 8. That slipped past my attention, but that's game. Good game.
The next match will be Team Freeze versus Team W. 2 teams with team in the name.
Yes. Who's got the better teamwork? I think they both want to earn that accolade somehow. So Team W is ReliefBot and SDC. And Team Freeze is Fast Freeze 2X by Parzival, one of the new bots on the scene.
I don't think I've actually seen Freeze play yet.
Yeah, he was one of the first matches of the day.
I did miss the first few, so
Yeah,
this is
he
new.
played reasonably well, but he ended up struggling against Double Relief.
Well, that's not a good forecast for this match then. If
Yeah.
these guys beat Double Relief.
Unless the rock paper scissors is out in incredible force today, this match might be really tough for Fast
Let's
Freeze.
see. This is bad open net. And that was a pull
Wow.
shot.
ReliefBot gets credit, but it was definitely SDC ushering that one in with the demo. And yeah, like you said, good pull shot.
Win for Orange here on kickoff. Off the wall. That's
Look
going
at
to
the
get
wall
centered
touch, yeah.
quickly.
Beauty.
There we go. Good clear though. Interesting speed dodge there.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice
nice.
high touch. Coming off the ceiling, please do something. Oh,
Grabs the boost. Goes fast. Bumps
Good
relief
bump.
bot. Up the wall again. Can't
Fast
get it on
Freeze just
SDC.
all over the place. Yeah, he's
Uh-oh.
okay, we're good.
We're safe. For a short while.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no, relief whiffs.
Freeze puts to the corner. Hits it high. Does Freeze do aerials?
Oh
Uh-oh.
no!
Bad timing.
Yeah, he dodged when he shouldn't have dodged, and he had no control of his car when he should have been turning towards the save. That's unfortunate. Pinch
Ooh.
kickoff to goal.
This is very quickly not looking good. That was an
Wait,
interesting
did
dodge.
SDC pull shot relief bot into the...
I believe so. Somebody pull shotted somebody. Another win for Team W. Relief bot trying to center it. SDC hits it a little too hard there. It's gonna fall back.
Self-driving, nice center.
Almost in.
Ooh,
Trying to protect against whatever Fast Freeze was doing. It was almost a dribble.
relief lobs it. SDC skies it.
Playing the crossbar game again.
Yep.
I like this thing Fast Freeze is doing where he turtles every once in a while.
Just in case adversity is on the field.
Is that what that's for?
I bet so.
It all makes sense now.
Welp. This is looking grim for Fast Freeze. 2 goals away from a mercy, and I haven't seen much hope. Not that many
Well,
offensive tools in the Fast Freeze toolkit.
first kickoff win in a while, but that's not gonna last too long. We have to get this turned back around, which they're struggling to do. And Relief Bot's got it now.
Nice
Ooh,
save by
that
Fast
was
Freeze
close.
on the goal line.
STC is going to keep the pressure on. We'll see if they can clear this.
STC charging.
Oh,
Fast freeze, wow.
not going to give them the honors of hitting it themselves.
Nope. Fast freeze takes control of his own fate.
For better or worse.
I like that fishbowl. I like the loadout on fast freeze. But if he's so frozen, why is there water sloshing around in there, huh?
That's a good
Well, that's
question.
game. We'll
Yeah,
have
that's
time
mercy.
to ponder that in the locker room, because that's it. That's mercy.
It's because Team W turned up the heat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, little known fact, he was actually frozen at the beginning of the match until STC brought that pain. It's got him sloshing.
Alright, next match, Team Imposter versus Fangs of Silver.
Team Imposter.
So, couple mana cores versus... Ooh, the machine learning bots.
Nice.
No, I haven't. I saw TensorBot play a little bit earlier, but not enough to come to conclusion about anything.
Tensor's pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it looks more impressive than Levy or Levi. I always
Ooh,
forget what-
Manicore. Taking a break from Ungol's to make a shot. Now Tensor, I think, is trained on Diablo, which means he's got,
I can see it, yeah.
yeah, he stands a good chance of being in the right place at the right time and just doing these.
Oh,
Ooh,
that was good.
yeah. TensorBot created a really dangerous situation, and Manicore flinched, and he even got bumped into that a little bit, yeah.
A lot of bump-related goals so far this tournament. They used to be pretty rare. Bit of confusion in the blue corner. This is dangerous. Manicore is once again kind of playing a little passive. Manicore doesn't like to play too much offense unless like it has possession.
Yeah.
And let's see, he doesn't like the corner either, which is fair. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was close. Good defense by the machine learning bots. Never thought I'd say that.
It's a brave new world out here.
Falls apart for a little bit though. Manticore is able to get one past them. Oh, unfortunate bump there.
Manicore's racking him up. Kind of reminds me of all those kickoff goals he scored on Broccoli.
I looked away for 2 seconds. The goal's already scored.
Yep.
Ooh, another strong kickoff from Manicore.
Bit of disagreement in the blue corner.
Never quite sure as to what to do with this. Is dangerous.
Oh, how do you miss those? Oh no.
Yeah, that one was almost given to him on a platter.
Levi now. Nice setup.
With the center. Ooh,
Oh, nice slice from TensorBot.
they'll keep it tight
And
up.
back to Levi. Look at that touch. Just pops it right over Manicore. And Levi there to force it in for the finish.
About halfway through the game, and the scores are tied.
See these ML bots melding together. They're starting to get that teamwork flowing. I'd make a joke about tensors, but I don't know what they are. Ooh, nice shot by Manicore. I'm being told by chat that tensors are lists, but more. I don't feel any more equipped now than I was before to do anything.
You know, I read a paragraph about what a tensor was a while ago, and I still don't feel qualified to say anything about them.
All right. This match is relatively close, about half over. ML bots looking to equalize. Levi and TensorBot driving together. Maybe not the best strat.
2 bots are better than 1, right?
Yeah. They seem to have the Power Rangers philosophy on teamwork. Just like weld each other together.
Oh.
I never really understood that, like why that was a good move.
I don't use very much boost. Levi's play is starting to remind me of Timid Pass. Except without boost.
Timid Pass is a throwback. When's the last time he played?
3 years
2007?
ago.
So for our newer viewers, newer than 3 years ago. Oh no, the own goal. Manicore was just completely not even in the vicinity. And Levi turns it. And TensorBot shoots it. That's unfortunate.
Chat asked who was even around 3 years ago.
Us?
Dear
I think that's about it. Hey, new life for the machine learning team. TensorBot just scored it.
He
after bullying Levi out of the way.
He had an insight. He learned.
Oh, I wish that were true. All right, the imposters are still in this. Let's get serious. Oh.
You need to be quiet there.
Yeah.
Your Manticore is getting a lot of free passes on these kickoffs.
Yeah.
There's multiple teams that haven't been able to contest them.
Yeah, Eat Your Vegetables is handing it to him. The imposters are handing it to him.
When will the developers learn? I still haven't. Oh,
yeah.
Gosling has a kickoff now, but it only took 2 years.
RLBot uses the keep it simple, stupid philosophy of kickoffs, mostly. Just drives towards the ball, flips.
Except that time where it was going for boost and the teammate was missing.
Nice job by Tensor turning the ball away from net. We've got 24 seconds left. They need to score 2 goals right about now.
Terror changes the subject.
Ooh. No, it's the action.
I'm just poking at you.
Oh, 10 sec. Oh.
Full shot. It's not gonna work.
Squandered.
Where's the dribble?
It was a nice try. Where's Bribble when you need him? I do love that dance. All right. Well, our host East Village takes the last match of the day, but it's not rigged. We promise.
Is that the last match?
Is it? I thought it was. I could be wrong. Can we get our beautiful Cleopatra scoreboard?
There it is. I know. Where
Oh.
did you get last match from?
Not even close. Man, I need a Snickers.
Scratch that. We got more matches. With Scratch That. versus
Oh,
Primetime.
Goose. You went and did it to us. With the scratch puns. Alright. Friendly reminder, we have to pause the match while we wait for Scratch to boot up. We see the pause
We're
come
close.
through. Ooh, I like those wheels from Omnom. He's outfitted for ice driving.
Yeah, this fits the map. Oh, we're gonna get a RNG report for this match.
Uh-oh. Scratch That just lost the kickoff big time. Let's see if they pay the price. Wildfire coming in. Nothing.
Primetime is sponsored by Amazon. Is that true?
I somehow doubt it, but I can't say for sure.
So you're the Amazon rep.
I was not consulted about this.
No comment.
Same day delivery. Can we get this goal delivered same day?
The ball to your goal. For free.
Delivered by a drone. Uh-oh.
Delivered by a bot.
If they were sponsored by Amazon, the team name would be No Unions. Oh, ouch.
Ooh,
Come on, guys. Union busting is fun.
another good kickoff for prime time, and that's going in.
Nice shot, Bottomus.
These kickoffs are ruthless.
Yeah.
And Wildfire's there. Doesn't
Prime
really
time.
get a good hit. I've never understood Wildfire's hits. Like, it's kind of a coin flip as to whether or not they work as intended.
Yeah.
That
well,
one worked.
Heads. That one just came up heads.
Yep.
That was nice. Nice little bar down. Meanwhile, in Twitch chat, Draxiel is getting propositioned.
Yeah, I was just... Oh, and we're coming up with sponsorship ideas.
Must be one of Sledge's friends. Wait, who said Draxiel? Was that Sledge or was that, like, Leaf or something? I don't remember.
World may never know.
Yeah.
Blue team finally was getting a chance to put the ball up the field, and that was quickly denied by Wildfire, who's going to score. Yep.
Nice
he
touch.
scores. Getting closer to the mercy rule. This is what happens when Scratch faces not Scratch.
Yeah, it's the meeting of worlds. Sometimes it's oil and water like that. I thought Scratch that didn't they eke out a victory earlier today?
They
I'll have to
did,
check
which is
I'll
why
have to check the scoreboard.
Gibbous went to work earlier. Remember, it comes down to the RNG. We still haven't received a report yet, but I'm assuming it's going to tell us what we already know, that Gibbous needs to reset his seed with a random number generator. Oh, yeah, the reports say mercy rule in sight, which is true. We got one more goal.
Yep. You don't need a telescope for this one. You can see mercy rule pretty close, up in your face.
Welcome, Robbie.
Fire the wave dash kickoff. Ooh, Wildfire, nice touch.
Oh, yeah. Almost exactly halfway through the game.
Ball touch, drives down. Lined up perfect. Boom.
Good half volley.
And the nose grind to finish. All right, good game.
All right, now we are on to the last match.
Yes. Yes, so we get more Verks action against Twice Force. Now, earlier in the day, Verks was doing amazing aerials, like all game long. And you know what? Twice Force does a lot of aerials too, so this could be a high-flying match.
I can see it already.
Come on, Bora, you can save this. You can save this. Okay,
There
good.
we go. Keep causing Utils rivalry. The Dark Steel set. I don't know, I think Cryo is pretty heavily modified at this point. So is Verks EB. But you know what? I basically can't lose this match regardless.
That's right.
That was the plan all along. Make a Utils package that seeps its way into every single bot.
The goose blood is flowing through everybody's veins. He's the Genghis Khan of bots.
I was going to have a bot entered in this tournament, but I gave up in the last second. It was entered after, like, before the deadline and everything, and
Ooh, nice shot, Arctics. First goal comes in after the 1 minute mark. Verks CB scrambling back, but can't get the clear. Sorry, you're saying about deadlines.
yeah, I submitted basically an ATPA with the intent of doing like a 2-day hack bot,
Mm-hmm.
and then I didn't do that.
Ouch. Alright, let's see if Verks can score an equalizer here. He's got the
Looking
mechanics. Does he have the strategy? Ooh, good save.
It was a really good block. And he follows it up to keep going downfield. Follows it up again. Is this open net? Oh. A little problematic there. He landed on the ball.
Big fiery aerial from Arctis.
Good shot. Ooh.
It's the angle while Verks EB2 just watches from the goal line.
He blinked and it was in. He went right by him. Ooh.
Whoa, wow. Arctis taken out by Verks EB.
Ooh. Verks has a chance here. Bora's not really going to change the position of the ball. It's right there, kind of in the blue corner, at the entrance of the blue corner.
We're seeing subtle touches from Bora to keep control, and then, wow, we have
Again.
yet another MIA defender on the Verks squad. What's happening here? He's just chilling. He's chilling too hard.
Pretty
Got the
even
percentages up for a
kick,
health check.
Dangerous. Ooh. Verks actually touched that too. They, one of them did. There wasn't enough to get it up out of the goal. Oh, so close.
Alright, I want Verks to climb back into this match because he's a highlight factory. And I think he deserves more than mercy. Let's get some goals, Verks.
We have a goal post.
Oop.
It's like Arctis and Borg, pretty good job of keeping this ball in the blue half. Better rotations, I assume.
We've heard from Verks in chat that He knows he can't get to the ball, so he just chills on defense. He just gives up. Wow. It's like not running to first base in baseball.
You just gotta believe.
Yeah. Maybe the first baseman will drop it.
Somebody will trip. Ooh, contest.
Ooh, dangerous. Danger confirmed. That was a nice pass off the backboard among the Twice squad. All right. This could be the last play of the day. Arctis. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Tell me you didn't have time for that one, though.
You can say all this ice
Tell
is
me.
making Berksy B freeze up.
Ouch. Well, good game.
This
Certainly
tournament
brought
is
some good
basically
moments.
just turning into freeze puns.
Yeah.
But GG.
GG.
And that
Easy
was the
comeback.
last match. So yeah, that was the group stage for the 2v2 bracket. And yeah, we had some really good matches along the way. Let's just take a look at who's going to proceed to the elimination stage. So basically it's the button that's, or the team that's listed in the top here on every scoreboard. So we have Beehive, Wrath, Team W, Fangs of Silver, Primetime, and the Twice Force. I think that's how you say it. But yeah,
Cool.
congratulations to those teams. Well played so far.
Yeah, it's a really strong lineup. Like I realize now we haven't seen any of these teams play against each other, so that's going to be amazing to see.
Yep.
I'm definitely
Um,
excited to see how Team W tries to defend its title.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
gonna
Team
be a
W
hard
is
one.
actually our current 2v2 champion, but it's from, what is it, 1.5 years ago that we had
Pre-Beehive.
Wintertide. So a lot of things have changed since then, and we have some new teams that might be able to take that title.
Yes, indeed. Man, I can't wait to see it. So, alright, so when do I get to see more RLBot action? Got more tomorrow, right?
We get something already tomorrow. Tomorrow at the same time, so that's 18 UTC, we will be doing the 1v1 group stage. And it will have a
Nice.
similar format, where we will have 8 groups instead, and there's 3 bots in each team, and in each group, and only one of them will proceed.
Nice. That's the classic RLBot feel. We started out as a 1v1 tournament, and so it'll be a return to form.
Yeah, and then in the next weekend we're going to have the elimination stages. So this is where we'll find our climax and where we'll be able to find our champions of both brackets. And I hope you will come see that. Also come tomorrow and see the 1v1 group stage. That's just one thing I will note here. We have a very awkward number of participants here in the 2v2 bracket, which means, yeah, we have 6 players in the elimination stage, and 2 of them are going to get a bye for that reason. And those 2 teams are the winners of the Group 1 and Group 2. Actually, we can just generate the next stage, and you will be able to see the bracket. So the 2 teams that gets a bye is the Beehive and Wrath team.
I can't argue with that. Those are extremely good teams.
Yep. And then Fangs of Silver, Primetime, Team W and Twice Force just have to prove that they are actually a top tier team.
Woo.
And Daxit says, yes, is it single elimination? Yes, it's single elimination, but every match here is now best of 3. No, wait. These 2 matches are best of 3. These are actually supposed to be best of 5. So let's just accept them while we're here.
You can dynamically extend them? Jeez, what a good application.
Thank you. So yeah, you'll see this play out next weekend. Tomorrow we'll see the group stages. See you there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for helping me casting also. And yeah, see you on the Discord.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. Bye, everybody.
Bye.